game change, I'm here to restore order. New school and old school, I'm here to connect the border. Real hip hop is just trying to bring that feeling back. I'm a fan of the culture, so for real I be missing that. When you had to really rap, when you said you could spit a rap, trash you get nothing. If you hot, then you get it dap. Bronx the birthplace of the legendary genre. August 11 is the date, really you should honor. Important date, if you don't know about it, it's a problem. It happens to be the date that hip hop was started. KRS-One said bring it to the cipher. Coogee rap, taking the war, that was fire. Rakema ain't no joke, was on the lineup. Jada and they dog.
No doubt, man. It's your boy, the Joker Overlook FC. Another episode of the Underground Lounge right here on the Evening Rush Network. Doing what we do best every week. Give you that true indeed hip hop boom bap community podcast. This is what we do. And I got my special guest from the Buffalo, New York. The league in the building. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself real quick to the people real quick.
Yo. What it is. A program. POLA.
You know?
League.
No doubt. So which one's the MC? Which one's the DJ? Which one's the producer? Both MCs? How did that work out?
We both do all of it.
Okay.
We both rap. We both make beats. I can't really DJ. He can scratch a little bit.
No doubt. No doubt. You know, blending a little bit. You know, it's part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what it do. You know what I'm saying? But the tracks, man, I was checking out the music, man. It's really awesome. Y'all push the culture forward. Let people know what influenced y'all to get into the culture. What was the first song you heard to say, I can do that?
That's a hard question. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know the first song. I've been a big hip hop fan.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, as far as I can remember. So,
yeah.
I mean, I never really got serious with it, until I was a teenager for a while, just deep down and chilling, And by the time I started hanging out with him and ended up really taking stuff serious and really wanting to record and put out music and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, same here. Like, I probably can't pinpoint it to one song,
Right.
If I had to, I'd probably say like it was probably something from like Wu-Tang. I got two older brothers that are a little bit older than me. So when I was young, it was like 97. But probably like something Wu-Tang.
Okay. Word. Yeah. Wu-Tang, the one that really got me in my grimy. But when I first got into hip hop, my first thing got me going. It was a lot of people my age, they was like, Sugar Hill Gang, but it wasn't Sugar Hill Gang for me. I think it was more Run DMC, Beastie Boys, and the Fat Boys was the ones that really got me really want to do it. Then Houdini too, as far as club music and dance music. So, I'm in that era when I first started. I could probably do that because I could sing for a lick. You know what I mean? I love music. So when hip hop came, I was like, that's an outlet that I can use and really take it to the next level. And I wanted to figure it out. You know what I mean? But that was for me.
Yeah, it all happened. What year were you born?
I was born in '74, man. I'm an old man.
Oh, all right. Nah, well, not that old. If shit started in 78, so 74, 84.
Yeah. The hip hop was. It's 50 years old, so I was born right when hip hop was born.
Yeah.
50 years old. Hip hop was a year older than me.
That's crazy.
49.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wasn't there. I wasn't there to clip the umbilical cord, but I was there when it was breastfeeding.
Okay. I like that.
You know what I mean? I was there when it was breastfeeding hip hop. So I was there when they was nurturing, getting the ingredients together to see where we at right now. You know what I mean? For the 50 years of hip hop, how did y'all like the growth of hip hop from the 90s? You guys from the Wu-Tang all the way to now? You know what I mean? How you feel about the culture right now on a good honest answer when it comes to this right here? As far as mainstream music, as far as the underground, how y'all feel about the energy of the music? What y'all think about it on a honest perspective.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think the thing is like there's always gonna be bad music out, and there's always gonna be good music if you look for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if what you're listening to is the radio and all the commercial and mainstream stuff, it's probably not gonna be too authentic or too great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't gonna have a good. Yeah, you ain't gonna slim pickings out there.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Yeah.
look, you dig in the right spot. There's good stuff all over the place. You know what I mean? It's about finding, you know.
But as far as mainstream, like I probably speak for us both. Like we were both born in '92, so like we were never even old enough to see mainstream hip hop be good.
yeah,
'Cause
right.
after like '97, anything mainstream was like Jiggy era and beyond. So
Yeah,
for us,
that's right.
it's always
right.
kind of been like, you know, you got to dig a little harder to find the type of stuff that you like. So
Yeah, when hip hop came in the '80s, they played a little bit on certain radios, but college radio to really push the culture forward. I remember, being on the east side of Buffalo, and people used to get the little college, the 88.8 joint, from Buff State. They played a lot of the New York flavor hip hop, but you had to really get it. Like you had to have the hanger with the noodle folio at the end of it, just to get nice clear to listen to what was going on. So that was our education to listen to, like the Roxanne Shantays when they were dissing UTFO, and when Parents One was dissing MC Shan, and that was the outlet for us to learn New York. And there was a lot of New Yorkers coming to Buffalo at that time. You know what I'm saying? It was like a little gang affiliated thing going on upstate. They had the State Boys, and then they had the New York Boys coming to Buffalo all the time. So they used to bring a lot of the music. So that's how we got educated, because we didn't have no source at that time. Hip hop wasn't on MTV and nothing like that. We had to learn from the magazines. We had to learn from the streets. So when you guys was coming up in hip hop, was it still kind of hard to find out what was going on underground besides the MTV and everything else? How did y'all get involved into the culture to really know the roots of hip hop? What was y'all experience on that?
shit, that's the upside of living in the internet age, baby. Like we had like YouTube at our fingers, and you know, it's
the social media
privileges of coming up in that.
I think
LimeWire, that's. I was trying to think of the right.
I forgot about LimeWire.
Yeah.
Wow. Napster. How did y'all market yourself on MySpace? Ooh.
I think MySpace probably fizzled out before we were even trying to make music on a serious level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I never really put out music on MySpace. Not hip hop music.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Again, so like I think MySpace probably like shit in like 2009.
Yeah.
We weren't even really doing our thing until like 2011 is when we probably started putting the pedal to the metal and started trying to take stuff seriously.
Yeah.
And even then, we were only 18, 19, so.
Right. How, at that time, did you ever think that Buffalo would ever be on the map at that age? Because I know it's kind of tough. At that age, at that time, I was living down south, but my ear was still in the streets in Buffalo, and people still were struggling. Have you ever felt that Buffalo was going to be on the map? You felt that we was blackballed in New York State?
I never felt like we were blackballed, but I just thought it was going to be us that put it on the map. No, I'm just playing. Man, I always knew someone would blow. The city's got so much talent, right? Like we're friends with so many talented people. It's crazy. I always knew somebody,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we were surrounded by a lot of like the older vets that we looked up to,
Right.
City, so it could have been any one of them at any given time, and being surrounded by people our age and come up with other groups and stuff, so. It's a matter of the right person, the right time,
It's all about timing. You're right. It's all about timing. That's one thing I had to understand as being a producer, being in the music industry, I was on both sides of the fence. I learned the underground first, but I really wanted to know the business side of it because I didn't understand how certain people like was getting bankrupt, wasn't making no money. Because like I said, I came up, we didn't have internet until I ain't get involved with the internet real heavy until like maybe 2001, maybe 2002. People had internet. Like I remember my dad had what was the web TV. You know, that was a good source that I was learning what was going on. Y'all remember web TV?
Nah.
Yeah, web TV. That was the first before the internet came. You had to you had cable. The web TV, they should give you a keyboard like a laptop. And there was a remote control to your TV. It was connected to cable, and then one of it was called web TV. So you had to go on the channel that said web TV, and then you had to put your code in, and then you was online. At that time, AOL was just pumping and all that. So, but yeah, that was my dad had that. He had it for entertainment for us, and we was just checking out the new music. We use it for other things that was kind of inappropriate too. Being young, the porn and all that. I ain't gonna hold up, yeah, we use it for wrong reasons, but that was a good source at that time. If my mind was right and I was focused, yeah, I could have used that to really elevate. I'm a young man, hormones crazy. That was the wave at the time. But web TV came. That was when I was like, okay, this is getting crazy. That's when I started wanting to learn more about the business, on the analog side, on the digital side. I'm like, I need to find out why these artists is not making no money. Why people bake? How do you get bankrupt if you got a hot song? I never understood that concept until I got into business. What made y'all get into the music business and learn the business side of it, than just the culture side of it? What made y'all click like we need to know how to make money off this? What made y'all click like we need to know this?
We don't know the business side yet. That's why we're still here. I'm being silly, but honestly, man, it's a slow burn when it comes to that. It's the self-marketing thing. It's definitely a little like one of the things where it's a little corny, but you got to do it.
Yes,
but as far as business, like there's not much business. More pleasure than business over here.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people do that. Yeah, it's like you do it for the culture, you do it for the love, but then you still do the business side just to keep everything safe. And if it take you to a level, take you to a level. And it don't, you still do it. Because let me tell you something. The community now on digital is crazy. Like, I don't understand a lot of these artists, especially people that does what we do, real hip hop, boom bap. I don't understand why they so eager and so curious to get to the machine side. Like,
right.
Why would you want to be pimp?
Yeah. I mean, because shit, it's easy to make stuff like that look cool on Instagram.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's definitely you definitely need to put a mask on the internet, on social media. It's like once I learned about it, I was like, I always thought about like why, like I was signed before. That's crazy. I was signed to Sony first, and I was signed to Universal. And at that time, I was in a hip hop group called 85 South Click in Anderson, South Carolina, and I was living in South Carolina. And once I been in them offices, once I was in that big table, seeing the executives, and they talking, they'll talk, they'll blow sunshine up your ass, pause, to where they make it seem so easy. They make it seem like that you gonna be that one, like you already gonna be that one. And then I'm sitting in there as the member of the group, and also I was the manager of the group. And me knowing the business at that time, as I did my research and study for a lot of years, I've been studying the music business since I was 17. I put it in effect by the time I was 27. And I was like, this just don't make sense to me. And then you see your favorite artists who's doing their thing, the people that you that I looked up to, the MC Hammers, the the things that was going on with Public Enemy and NWA and all my fellow uplifting legends that I look up to and see what they've been through, and it's like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to get involved? Do I really want to, get involved in certain situations? But then I thought about the culture where it come from. It come from the inner city. It came from the people that look like us, that sound like us, that been through what we've been through. Like loving the music and the people. For me to say all of that right there, do you think that the industry is just capitalizing off of where we come from or what we see every day in street life? Do you think the industry understands that?
Oh,
I mean, if you can spell,
yeah. They're just trying to, whatever makes them money, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. There's a group of people that can bring it to them and
Right. Right.
they're gonna go for it. So, there's nothing's off limit when it comes to the machine and money.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. What do you see you guys as a group? The lead is named the group. Those who's tuned in, this is the lead right here. PGM Drums and POLA. They definitely doing their thing. They got an amazing track out there. They also on the platforms doing their thing. But what do you see you guys in the next 5 years as a group?
Shit. Still dropping music as much as possible. You know what I mean? Trying to be better than we were the day before. Try to work with people that we like.
Yeah.
Trying
No doubt.
not change for the wrong reasons, but evolve with the right ones.
And I'd like to have some fucking vinyl out, man.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'd definitely like to have
Yeah.
some vinyl out without having to pay for it myself out of pocket. I would like to manifest that into the universe in the next 5 years, But yeah, just to double down on what he said, like still
Yeah.
at it, still doing the same thing, still just having fun,
Yeah.
enjoying it.
Yeah. Enjoying the culture, enjoying the movement, what's going on. Because community is very big. The boom bap community is very big. That's why I did this podcast, because I wanted to really get the community definitely to do what to do. And I'm involved with a lot of other communities too, far as radio, podcasts, and stuff too, to where there's actually a fan base out there. When I hear you guys' music, y'all definitely fit right in. It's all about marketing. I don't know if you guys tune in to when I do my marketing speeches and stuff on. I'm live on the other platforms. I'm on 716 Live Radio every morning. At 7 a.m. Eastern time to 9, and then I keep playing music, and then I have like an industry underground lounge segment where I play a lot of unsigned artists out of Buffalo and worldwide, and I'm on these platforms to build these lanes up for artists like us, because a lot of people, it's a lot of different things on the internet that you can use, and and some people don't know how to do the research on it. Some people don't know how to figure out. So I teach people how to market themselves and all that. So I don't know if you guys ever tune in to any of my marketing lectures. I'll be live on IG or on Facebook or any of that nature. Yeah, definitely got to tune in, because it'll help you guys out a lot. Because you guys definitely got a brand. I love the music, and and then I usually on the second half of the show, I usually ask a lot of the artists, what questions do you have to how to market yourself and how to make 10 grand in your sleep without getting signed. You know what I mean? So these are the things that I teach a lot of artists, underground artists. I have a lot of artists that I coach, that I market manage out of Buffalo, out of Atlanta. Some people out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I have a client in San Diego, LA. So I'm really around to really push this culture forward. And one of my best clients out of Buffalo right now that's doing amazing is the Kayla Bishop. But I think she got a show tonight in Atlanta. She's definitely doing her thing. I got Cap 716 under my belt. I have the boss, Danger Boss from Buffalo, that's under my belt that I help. And then I'm on every morning. So especially if y'all tune in every morning on 716live.com, y'all can listen to the radio, and I'm always on there giving the free game. I got free game Fridays, and I still throw a little game every day. Every day, people always hitting us up on the radio and ask questions. So you know what I mean. That's something that I can put on the table for you guys to help you guys out. You know what I'm saying? And I also have a class that I teach too. It's a metric class. We'll talk about that during the break. And let you see the commercials and all that. Y'all can check that out, and then y'all can get a little idea of what I do with my mentors.
Professor.
Say it again now.
That's you. You're the professor.
Yeah. That's a good name. Yeah, Professor. No doubt. Yeah, I definitely one that definitely help people. I've been in this game for a long. I've been in this music business for a long time, and on the machine side, underground side, of course. And it's a lot of good talent out there, and a lot of people get stuck in certain situations of how to get their music out there. And it really, I would just see somebody put in the post. My man JX's, shout out to JX's, man. That's my boy out there in Buffalo, and he said, it's not even all about how good the music is anymore. It's all about how you getting out there to people to listen to it. Like, he says a lot of trash music on the top 40, top 100s. I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But they definitely have an audience, though. They have a fan base. It's amazing how this world is. I think since the 2000s, things got weird in the music industry for me. They got out of good pop culture was always good to me in the 2000s, but when it came to hip hop, it really went downhill after. I think hip hop to me went downhill for a minute after 2010 to me, and then it came right back up around 2017.
Yeah, that's.
Y'all agree with that?
That's a good observation for me.
Yeah,
because there was still even a lot of good shit coming out in the early 2000s. You look at like cats like Kev Brown and them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shout out to Common. He kept the culture moving forward. Nas kept the culture moving forward. When Little Brother came out, that really got me like, okay, we here. We not going nowhere. Once I heard Knife Wonder and Fontaine and Pooh, I was like, yeah, we here to stay. When that album came out, The Listener, that's a classic. When I heard The Listener, man, I was like, okay, we here. We ain't going nowhere. I was kind of shook. I was getting kind of scared. I was working in a record store at the time, and it was a clothing store, mixtape record store, DVD store, and I was checking out a lot of the DVD magazines. And I was like, man, what is going on, man? What is this? Like, and shout out to Lil Wayne. He kept it balanced out. Shout out to Lil Wayne. He kept it balanced out on both ends, on the corporate side and the underground side and the lyricism. He kept it, he kept where he needed to be in Ludacris. Artists like that really kept me encouraged as being an artist. Because around that time, around 2003 to 2009, it was very hard for me to get inspired. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but it was hard for me to get inspired. I had to listen to old school hip hop to get inspired. I had to keep listening to the L Cool J old stuff, the KRS One old joint. It's recipes to MF Doom. He kept me moving to De La Soul. They had joints coming out, but it was like we was getting lost. How y'all felt about that? You think we was getting lost for a minute?
What were the years that you mentioned?
Like just around I could say around 2003. 2000 and maybe 2009, it was 106 Park was taking all the smoke for the good artists in the machine. They didn't really put no hip hop heads on the show. besides like a Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre was on there, and 50 tried to hold it down a little bit, but still it was kind of pop music style. But you know, how y'all feel about how that transition was during that time? Did you say what made y'all get inspired during that time? They say hip hop was dead.
I mean, just like I said before, finding the right stuff in the rough. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of,
It was still so new to us at that time.
yeah.
For a lot of people, like shit was getting stale, but for us, we were like just discovering the shit that people were getting sick of.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, and when we were like 14, we were just probably finding like sitting down and listening to a Mos Def album from front to back, and you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
granted, we're talking 2005, 2006, so it had been a while. So even during those times where people said rap was fucked up, like it wasn't fucked up for us because we were just, we were just discovering shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was inspiring you guys to do what y'all do. You know what I mean?
It's funny you mentioned 2009 because that was like the pinnacle, man. Because that was like, really tapping into like, Ninth Wonder and Kev Brown and like the underground cats that really like to us are like the forefathers of y'all land. That era, that underground era, that
That's right. You're right. That was nice.
Odyssey.
That kept me hope. That kept me hope at that time. At that time in 2009, I think my contract just ended with Universal, and I was managing at that time. I got into management when I was managing Flo from the Backdoors Club, and then I was managing a couple artists, and that wanted to be Art of the Machine. And I think it was a headache for me, to be honest. I learned a lot, but it was a headache, a lot of work, and I was like, and people want to hear me rhyme more at the time too, because it was like, people was putting me on features, and then once I do the feature, I'm just gonna be honest with the situation. I intimidated a lot of people when I moved down south. I intimidated a lot of people in South Carolina. There was a lot of lyricists coming out, but when they heard me do something, me being from Buffalo, and Buffalo was just bubbling a little bit on some things, and now when Griselda got signed, then everybody was hitting me up like, now I see what you was coming from. Shout out to Westside Gov, that's my boy. When Griselda got signed, where were you? When Griselda got signed to Shady, where were y'all at that time?
Yo,
sitting in this basement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I probably have never told anyone this, but like we knew about the Griselda deal for a minute, just because we knew some people, so it was like for us, it was just like that's a it's like you said when you asked if anyone. If we ever thought anyone from the city would ever be signed, and we were just obviously someone, he was that someone.
When I first found out about it, it was because I wasn't in the circle at the time. I was just trying to figure out what Buffalo was trying to do, but then I was in a barber shop on Hurdle at Rudy's, and then they hit the front page of the Buffalo News with M. But he had Conway sitting there, he had Westside Gun, and Eminem was sitting the next table behind him, and that was the front page, and that was the headline, and then that really opened up.
But they photoshopped me out.
Awesome. But yeah, man, that was like, I was very excited, but then there was a lot of backlash too. A lot of people in the city was like, is they gonna represent and they gonna do this? People was hoping that they was gonna do some mainstream music. That's when I got into the history because I knew Malek, who was behind them. Malek was with the Upstate Click, which was one of the first big rap groups that I was really around. at that time, and then that's when he was coming. He's a barber, so he was working at the barber shop. So that's when I started hearing a lot of underground music from Conway when he was just Cannon at the time. And I've been knowing Benny when he was 2 Chainz, Benny, when I was down south. So I've been listening to him for years, but he wasn't doing the type of music he was doing now. He was really on that trap, down south sound. And it was pretty good sound, pretty good music. Yeah, he had some lyricism. It was nice. He had a nice little album before he went to jail, and so I was getting educated with that at the time. But at that time, I was still in my hip hop bag. I was still in my boom bap bag. I wasn't going. So even when I was signed with the group, with the rap group 85 South, they was doing snap music and crunk, and I was bringing the lyrics. I was bringing the boom bap lyrics to on the platform. And the people was like, "What? This is different." Like, they didn't say I was trash. It's just different because it sounded good, but it didn't sound good. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not used to changing that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Even Rush Network in the house. Shout out to Even Rush in the building. Shout out to the Ezekiel, man. He was on for in the beginning. Shout out to Ezekiel. Doing his thing and all that, but yeah, man, that's where I was at with things. But we're gonna get right into it with you guys in the second half of the show. Break down what the music you guys have, what's new, and all that. We're gonna go ahead and go into a nice, amazing commercial break real quick and make it do what it do. This your boy the Joker over the MC. I'm here with the lead right here doing a thing straight from Buffalo, New York, and we're gonna definitely get into it, no doubt. Go straight to this commercial break right here on the Even Rush Network. No doubt, y'all stay tuned, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Make it do what it do.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Even Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Even Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Even Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
No doubt, your boy the Joker Overlook MC live and direct here on Even Rush Network, the Underground Lounge Boom Bap Podcast. I got the lead in the building. You know what I mean? My brothers out here doing their thing. We're gonna get right into the conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? What's new with you guys? What's going on? We got an album dropping, video dropping. What's going on with the music? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man. The new album dropped a week ago today. So we landed on the moon. It's an album we've been working on for a couple years now and just took our time with it and slow burn, and finally dropped it last week and super happy to have it out and working on a music video for the first single and make 12 weeks ago, trying to put together as much stuff for people to watch and listen to as possible. But, the album, 17 tracks, you know what I mean? More than enough for people to find what they like the most. So,
okay.
Trying to get it to as many different people as possible.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We definitely, I got your back. I'm gonna push that joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna download it, put it on a Spotify playlist, on the 716 Live Radio playlist, and put you on the show, and let y'all, let people know what y'all got going on.
Yeah, we landed on the moon. They tried to say that the moon landing was fake. But we are here to tell you The moon is real, and there's water on the moon.
That's right.
Big space doesn't want you to know that there's actually water on the moon.
That's
We were
right.
there.
That's right. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That's science right there. Yeah, they trying to hide it from us, man. You know what I mean? You know, definitely. Y'all got any shows coming up? You got what's y'all plans for the summer?
Honestly, nah, we don't have any shows booked right now, just because like the live scene's a little tight in the city as far as hip hop goes. A lot of venues don't really want to cooperate with rappers in the city and give us a chance because other rappers in the city have left a bad taste in venues' mouth regarding hip hop. So the well's a little dry right now as far as live shows, but we're always looking and we're always on the hunt. We love to perform and we give a hell of a live show. So.
Yeah, definitely, because y'all definitely got some good stuff, good music, man. And for y'all boom bap community people, make sure y'all go ahead and check out the league, man, because they definitely doing their thing. Go ahead and follow them right there on IG. And while we here, I have a platform. You know, I always do a platform of the week, and I've been pushing this platform because this particular person is connected to 5 different cities with 10 different boom bap platforms. Her name is Jenny from the beach. She's from the West Coast. My homegirl, boom bap platform of the week. FM radio, hip hop, Jenny from the beach. You can go to follow her at Jenny, right there, Jenny from the beach, right there. And you also go to her website too, man. All the platforms she's on. She got a platform in Florida, platform in the Midwest, platform in the West Coast, San Diego, and she definitely travels and play awesome, amazing boom bap music, man. And she play a lot of my music on rotation and on those platforms. And she definitely always have different things coming up to do shows and all that type of thing. So shout out to Jenny on the beach, man. Y'all go ahead and follow her right now and go to jennyfromthebeach.net. You know what I'm saying? She definitely got some things popping and keeping it rocking. So, you know, shout out to her and all that. But then, you know, also follow me on the Overlook MC right there. I'm the Joker, the Overlook MC. You know, from Buffalo, y'all go ahead and follow me also. And,
you used to be the homeless MC in the 90s.
Huh?
Right?
Say it again.
90s? What was your rap name in the 90s?
In the 90s, I was the Joker.
Oh, okay.
I was the Joker. I just added Overlook MC because I've been doing this so long. And I got the name Overlook side of it because I was always overlooking my own city for a while, even though I was on the streets and you know, homeless and all that. But people always know me as the Joker. I had other nicknames too, but everybody know me more as the Joker than anything. Dirty Nate gave me that name. Recipe Dirty Nate. He was he was part of the Upstate Clique, and he was my mentor. So he gave me the name the Joker. We used to joke around a lot and joke each other. And he worked at the Friendship House in Lackawanna. I used to always be out in Lackawanna playing basketball and doing what I do. And he, you know, he just say, man, you funny, man. You something else, man. You the Joker, man. And you always smiling. So I'm always, you know, no matter what I was going through, I was always smiling. He called me the Joker and stuff ever since. So yeah, I've been the Joker ever since. So, you know, so yes, for everybody know me like the Joker and Overlook MC. You know, so yeah, man, you know, loving the culture, man. I'm loving the music. I'm loving the energy which you guys is bringing, man. And don't stop. Any questions, any help as far as marketing? Have an amazing marketing class to help you market yourself. I got a couple classes that I booked this week. You know, at $99 mega class, I'll teach you how to move your IG, how to get streams on your Spotify, how to build a fan base, and how to get paid shows. That's what I do. So yeah, I teach people the game and how to really get your music on your terms, not on the industry terms. So you know what I mean? That's why I've been doing this for so long. And I turn down all types of shows, man. I ain't gonna. I had 2 phone calls a day. They don't want me to perform. I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm focusing on this media side. I want to help brothers like you guys and everybody else. But I did a lot of shows last year. I did 22 shows last year. So opened up for Devin the Dude, and you know, opened up for a lot of amazing artists I met. Terminology backstage and at one of the joints and Large Pro. You know, I'm a Wu-Tang affiliate from the links of DJ Flipside, who was the Wu-Tang Clan mixtape DJ. He signed the Razor Sharp Records from the Wu, and he pretty much DJ'd and hosted my last album that just came this past January. He's doing amazing right now. And yeah, you know, it's called the Woo Injection. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got that popping right now on Spotify, doing amazing right now. You know, and all platforms combined is almost at 250,000 streams. So, you know, and the people look for a video. I've been slacking. I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody look for a music video from me for one of the tracks. And I said, I'm just enjoying the culture right now. But I'm gonna do a couple videos this summer, you know, for the fans. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants. So, you know, so whatever questions y'all have about how to get your music out there, you know, this is the time right now. What questions do y'all have about marketing yourself and anything y'all want to know to help you guys out to take y'all to the next level?
I don't know. How do I get someone to press my shit up on vinyl?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got links for that, man. So many places press your vinyl. People usually, I know a lot of people with the disc makers. I know Westside Gun went to a place out of Japan. I checked out that site. That was
I know that there's websites you can go to and do it. But I'm saying I'm trying to get a label to be, or not a label, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a label.
You want a distribution deal?
Yeah.
Physical side, not the digital side. Yeah, you just gotta shop your music to you know, my best thing I tell people to do all the time, if you want to look for a digital distribution company to do that, get a LinkedIn account. It's a social media. It gets you right to the people. You put in what you're looking for, and everything's on LinkedIn. You can connect to so many executives, so many distribution companies that does stuff like that, that presses stuff, put on the digital side, physical side. And some have a good marketing plan, but the marketing plans they be doing, they'll put you in that machine. And I don't know if you want to get pimped or not, but I don't know what level y'all want to go at. I don't know y'all goals, but you know, I know a lot of information is on LinkedIn on the distribution deals and all that. I know a couple of people that have a distribution deal out of Buffalo. Kayla Bishop does. She's with Empire. I don't know if Empire do press, because I know Vinny the Butcher signed with Empire too, but I think he presses his own stuff. I think he has his own distribution who does it, but I think that Empire invests into it. But he has that connect to have it done. They just invest into the project and take it from there. So it's different ways you can do that. There's different ways you can do it, depends what you want. But I know places like overseas that do it for the low, to where one thing I hate about a lot of these stuff overseas, I ain't gonna hold you, is it just takes so long. The turnaround time takes a long time. You know, one company, this IO company called iCloud, at IO.io, they takes a long time. It's almost a month and a half turnaround. No matter how many vinyls you get. If you just want to you can get one vinyl done, like you can just for a prototype, and it takes that long. But then once you get the prototype and you like what you see, and you promoting it and you marketing it to your audience, it takes a long time. And then because people have a short time span on the internet. So I don't want to market something to where they're gonna forget about it in a month and a half because I'm waiting for 100 vinyls to come in and that I paid for. You know what I mean? And then I got to remarket it again when I had the product. And it's just kind of, it's a different type of strategy when you're working with big companies like that overseas. But if you want anything in the U.S., in our country, it's that's what you pay for the convenience for the quick turnaround. You're gonna pay that extra $500-$600 for the quick turnaround to have it in less than 5 days. You know what I mean? So it's just how your budget is and how much you want to spend, how much you want to invest in yourself. And at the end of the day, it's worth it. Especially if you got amazing music like you guys. I would take that chance. I'll take that risk at least twice to see what you can do and understand your marketing audience. This platform is in the boom bap community, so people are going to check you guys out and see what's going on in the community. And if you ever need any links to other boom bap radio stations and podcasts, I can send them to you guys so y'all can stay in the community and build your fan base like that. Because It's all about community now. It's called a digital community. That's what I call it. It's not like back in the day when we didn't have these platforms. Now you can actually get involved in that lane with the hashtags and things you're doing when you're doing an ad on your Facebook or you're doing an ad on your IG. You know what I mean? You can get involved. You can really dip your face, your sound, your logo, your album cover in that community for those people who love boom bap hip hop. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing I like about this. But they got to be consistent. That's the thing is like, if you work in a 9 to 5, you got to take care of family. You got the wife thing, whatever it may be. It's like you got to find a strategy where it's consistent to where you can still have a gap in between what you're doing, but still reach the same people all the time and build your audience. So, that's what I teach, those things, you know what I mean? No doubt, I see you, the lead, yeah, y'all definitely, yes. And this y'all YouTube page right there, so y'all YouTube, make sure y'all go follow and check out their videos and all their content right there. Y'all go ahead and make it do right now on YouTube. So yeah, that's the best way I could tell you guys, how to do things. But remember, them distribution companies can be a good thing, but they're not going to market for you. They're going to want you to do all the work so they can get the money. Just to be 100. And a lot of my mentors is in the industry. They tell me I talk too much. I've given away, and I'm like, listen, man, I'm gonna be honest, because I've been in the game. I've been, and they say I understand, but the machine gonna be the machine. I can't beat the machine, so it is what it is. The machine gonna always win. At the end of the day, if you want to be a part of it, but if not, you don't want to be a part of it, then you can be self-made yourself and still get that bag, and still make enough money to take care of yourself and be wealthy too. So it depends what you guys want to do. You know what I mean? Any more questions? Yeah, it's complicated, man, and it's frustrating. Because like I tell people all the time, you go in the studio and you create, and you come out good product, have a good brand, and then when it's done, you're like, what's next?
Yeah.
You got to know your audience. And I teach that in the class. I teach people how to find your audience on the internet, how to do ads, and then that's how you make money in your sleep. So plus once you pay for the class, I'll be your coach and manager for free for a year, for 12 months, and I would coach you through what you need to do to reach your audience, how to keep them, how to get engaged, how you can make money in your sleep, as far as your merch, your vinyl, your hard copies, your physicals, and everything that you can do to really, push the culture forward for yourself and get out there. So I'm doing well for myself. I haven't punched in the clock in a year and a half. I'm doing pretty good. It's a struggle, and them struggles come in long gaps. Which I can do that now because I don't have no babies. All my kids is older. All my kids is in their 20s and 30s, so they have kids of their own. I'm a grandfather, but I can do that now. So I don't have to. Once you take care of family, it's hard to do that. But as long as you have a support system, it's possible you can do that also. It's all about that support system, and then I'm part of that support system by coaching people in the marketing side of it, of what you're trying to do as an artist, a brand, a DJ, a business owner. So these are things that I keep in the flow. I had Stuck B on last week on my show. Stuck B, Sean Price,
brother.
Yeah, I had him on the show. He said the same thing. He was like, once you get that support system of what you're doing, and that's one thing that Sean Price had. Well, even when Health Sculpture had the deal, they always took their street money and they built from there and had a system to where they always had that support system where you can keep moving and push your product and keep pushing music out. So that's the tough part. It's hard to find somebody that's really there for you and really understand your vision. But you guys is a two-man duo, duo the group. So I think you guys can build from there, and then people, y'all pretty good with networking, so I can see that, because y'all know a lot of people that's your peers that's on the same lane you guys is and growing. So I think you guys to be all right as long as you hunger for more, learn more about what you need to do. Because being creative that's just half the battle to me.
Yeah.
Because y'all got good products. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all being on the platform, man. Y'all just definitely got some good things. I'm definitely gonna push the music. Y'all go ahead. Anybody that's tuned in right now, make sure y'all go to 716 Live Radio Spotify playlist. I'm definitely gonna put the music on the playlist. Y'all go check it out. I'm putting the playlist in the next 24 hours. And you know what I'm saying? And then I'm starting a review show on 716 Live Radio on 716live.com, and also getting some of the DJ that's on the Evening Rush Network, which is out of New York. You know what I mean? So keep following eveningrushnetwork.com, and I'm gonna get the DJs up so they can get some of that good hip hop music. You know what I mean? Get some of that good flavor, and into the city. It's a worldwide company. Shout out to Evening Rush Network and the team and the family. It's a big old team. They doing their thing, and they definitely in the industry heavy. Shout out to Evening Rush Network for being on the platform. You know what I mean? Do y'all got any shout outs? Any love you want to give to somebody while we on?
Everyone that was involved in the album, our engineer, Coach Cheese, Gaines, Optimus Prime, Agent O, our boy Doc Obvious.
Optimus Prime, yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, we got, you know what I'm saying? And then anyone else who's been playing the album.
Yeah.
All the DJs out there. There's so many those that have played it in different countries and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. You got Optimus Prime, you good. Optimus Prime is connected to all the boom bap music.
Optimus Prime, that's our DJ.
Yeah, I mean, that's my bro. He was on the show. He was on my show 4 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, he was on my platform 4 months ago. Plus, I used to work with him on the radio station. I used to work with him with Rebel Radio. That was my first time being on the radio. I was trained by Recipes DJ Ruckus to do this. He trained me everything. That was my mentor.
Yeah. We loved Ruckus, man. He was a big fan of us. We used to be in a group back in the day called Prime Example. So Optimus Prime took us under his wing, and
that's what's up, man. Optimus Prime is an amazing dude. I love his spirit. Good, positive dude. He's a hip hop fanatic. He's a hip hop historian. I just love his energy, man. And we had a good time when he was on the show. I had DJ Larry Loud as my special guest also at that time. One of the hottest DJs coming out of Buffalo. So make sure you definitely send some music to him. If not, I send it to him. DJ Larry Loud. He's on like 5 different platforms right now, worldwide. He has a good following. Got a good following of 160K followers right now. He definitely break records. So yeah, so you definitely in the right place. You got Optimus Prime. That's a fact. He's out there. Every platform knows Optimus Prime, from straight from the underground to my man G-Son and them boys out there in France. Optimus Prime. Man, he's out there. He's connected, man.
They played our joint too.
Yeah, G-Zon and they're my brothers. Yeah, them boys is awesome, man. I love them fellas, man. And my man from Gorilla Groove, DJ 360, my homegirl 360, she a beast. She show a lot of love. Shout out to my man Benny Bronco out here in Albuquerque, DJ Switch out here. They definitely in the boom bap. You also Hip Hop Famous Radio is out here in Albuquerque. Y'all go follow them. Name is hiphopradio.com. Download the app. I'm pretty sure if they connected with the Optimus Prime too, so I'm pretty sure they probably got your music. I can find out. I'm pretty sure they do. But shout out to them too, man. They definitely do anything. The owner of the station is best friends with the high school with Ice Cube. So shout out to my man Frank. He was Ice Cube best man in the wedding. So he's connected. So yeah, shout out to the Famous Hip Hop Radio too. You know what I'm saying? I was on their platform for a while too. But yeah, man, no doubt. I appreciate y'all being on the show with me with the Joke Look MC, here on the Underground Lounge.
bro.
Yeah, man. You know, I appreciate y'all. I mean, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And I'm looking forward to hearing some new music. I'm continue to push the album on the platform, on all platforms. I ain't really been on my IG lately, heavy on there because I had a little team. You know how that goes. So I'm still building up because you know I'm all over the place. I'm trying to get back into my content there and push all the people that been on the show. But I'm definitely going to relaunch that hopefully by the end of the summer. So I'm definitely going to put y'all on the y'all content and all that on that. Let people know who all been on the show. You know, after the season is done for the Underground Lounge, and start for season 2 in September. So no doubt. So I definitely appreciate y'all for being on the show and making it do what it do. You know that, yeah, man. Anybody's tuned in right now, make sure y'all follow them right now. The IGs is right there. Follow them. Check out the music. Inbox them. Ask questions. And if y'all looking for any features and all that, hit them up, man. Hit them up, man. And see what's going on. Network, connect. And if y'all ever need something from me, let me know. You know what I mean? Everybody be on the show, I give free features to. It don't matter. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to prove what I could do, you can talk to Optimus Prime. He'll let you know. Or you can check it out for yourself. I mean, I'm definitely outside. I'm definitely outside doing what it do, and I love you. What I can do, I can fit right in what y'all talking about. That's for sure. And we could definitely come out with something crazy, for the people, lyrically, production wise, and all that. I'm connected with, Standard Man, Stu Bangers. Shout out to all my producers that I'm connected with. Benny Bronco, you know what I mean? CG, who just was on the new West Side Gun album. You know what I'm saying? He's a Griselda affiliate. So you know what I'm saying? Shout him out real quick. CG doing his thing. And no doubt, man. It's your boy the Joker, all that gift.
We were on the last 3 CG albums.
Oh yeah, word. That's what's up. That's right. I did. He sent me the joint. Yeah, he did send me the joint. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. He sent me the compilation joint he came out with. I believe y'all guys is on that joint.
Yeah, he's got 3 EAs.
We got a lot of joints to CG.
I want the vinyl. He got vinyl coming. He told me he got vinyl coming. It's gonna be on the vinyl like in the next couple of weeks. So CG, you watch it, man. I need my copy. You know what I'm saying? But I got the CD. I got a whole collection of underground CDs, man, and packed up. I usually have them behind me in the shelf, but we're in process of moving a little bit. So then once I get in my new location, you know what I'm saying, which I won't be in the West Coast in the next 3 months. I will definitely be in Pittsburgh. So I travel. Yeah, I'll be in Pittsburgh for a couple of years.
Nice.
Get close to Buffalo, so I'll be in Buffalo more. So I'll be, easy to go home and do some things. So definitely, you know what I mean. So we go end this right here, man, and I'm going ahead and end it with my boy Stuck B new video, Sean Price, brother. You know what I mean, the video of the week and all that. And we'll catch y'all on the replay. Y'all keep in contact with me, man. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I need some bars from me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. All I do is email me the track. I'm ready. Yeah. I got something up my sleeve. You know what I mean? No doubt. Straight from Buffalo, the lead. Y'all go ahead and follow him right now. This your boy the Joker, the Overlook FC, live and direct here on the Underground Lounge.
I'm an old school D-set, but we don't have a bad book of codes. D-sets don't have no code, we just fuck you up.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
I keep my friends close, my enemies even closer. 4-4 Desert Eagles to burn and to smoke ya. That shit to rip your face off, Cage or Travolta. If you survive, you will be brain dead in the coma. Sipping on Coronas with Mexican Mac. The weapon I pack to make a nigga step in the back. Especially when a nigga on E, or he shit on P. Stuck B, trying to get MD. So what you singing, I can't do it, stupid, it's straight music. It might take you niggas a minute to take to it. Not to brag, but I spit in in the pit with gladiators. I was cutting them all up with dirty razors. I sent niggas home. Niggas wrote their weight up. I head niggas out. I'm standing with no paper. Kick rocks off the block. That's what my honor say. This is the sucker dick. That's all I gotta say. Bars. I got bars for your click. Reading lines like Adidas, like them all. This is Vince Lars. It's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that movie trap flow. It's so good. Got bars for your click. Reading lines like Adidas, like them all. This is Vince Lars. It's that 90s hip hop flow. I hit them unexpected with that movie trap flow. It's so good. I'm driving this Van Dam, no Sean Cole with gun claps to splat nigga damn man, no encore. I'm hardcore, ripping up this underground playlist. Play this before I run up and gun up and spray shit. Starting to feel that 50 Shades of Grey shit. I'm out, fuck out of here with all that fake shit. You know, fake smile, fake dick, get handshake shit. I'ma remain calm before I put this gun in your face, bitch, and that's a fact for real. I'ma let it blow, Derek for real. Bars go around like Ferris wheels. Shit hitting out the park like City Field. Out of towners, I'm giving you niggas that City feel. It's Brownsville though, you know what they really kill. They rob, really stay on their job, paying bills. Kick rocks with the block, that's what my honor say. You got some G and P, that's all I gotta say. Bars.